I think we can all agree that the October 2025 update was filled with all kinds of complications and drama. But I don't know about you, I've been having a lot of fun. 74 attacks yesterday in ranked battles. What's going on, my friends from Clash of Clans? My name is Joe. Welcome back for episode 3 of the Town Hall 15 free-to-play series. And boys, it's been a busy couple of days and we got some stuff to show you and a dilemma, a major dilemma, because the cosmic event, what was that thing called again? I can't even remember. Cosmic Rock. And there is a brand new Minion Prince ability in there that looks really freaking cool. I mean, it targets a defense. It doesn't seem like it's a lot, but just imagine a defensive building taking damage before the troops arrive, and then when they strike it, it just gets obliterated, you know? That's so freaking cool. But then I also have other pieces of equipment that I need to unlock. Man, playing free to play is hard, dude. It really is, because I have other accounts that have all of the abilities unlocked, and I have a specific army that I do very well. I'm not going to say that I 3-star every single time, because sometimes I just mess up, but there's an army that I want to use and I cannot fully use it on this account because I'm missing hero equipment to do it. So that leads us into the dilemma that we're going to have to approach today. But let's go ahead and get into what's changed. So obviously the trophy leagues have changed. We landed in Golem 19 and our star bonus is 1,025,000 golden elixir, 5,000 dark, 825 on the shiny, 49 of the glowy, and 1 star. Not the best, but we'll have to continue to push forward, which led me into just knocking out all of my ranked battles yesterday. I'm currently in 5th. Now, here's the thing. Because this system is built on offense and defense, and we are a brand new-ish Town Hall 15, I do not anticipate getting promoted. I don't think so. We'll see. We have multiple attacks left to go on defense that we need to endure. And so far, the defensive base has been 3-starred once, while there's been a couple of relatively high 2-stars. So our defensive layout, one, probably sucks. And also, we don't have all the defensive buildings like our spell towers, so we aren't even really set up like a Town Hall 15 yet. You have to be patient with this game. That's the problem, and I have a hard time with being patient. Like, I want it now, you know? The progression piece of Clash of Clans becomes more and more challenging to deal with when you have all these really cool things that you want to do, like push up through the trophy rankings and place relatively high, but you have to also wait out the upgrades on heroes and buildings and troops. It's just ridiculous. So let's get into Clan War Leagues. Let me show you what I've been using for this particular season. Not exactly the army that I like to use. Been running some Root Riders, Valkyries, really old school army. I think this one was like really hot last year with the Overgrowth, and I was successful for the first 5 wars, and then I think today I actually 2-starred, unfortunately. It was a 67% 2-star, really not that great. But if we get into the clan, I am number 1 and number 2. What? All right, that's awesome. So the Joe account's a Town Hall 16, and we're more than likely going to be upgrading that one to Town Hall 17. That's the original OG account that I kind of got burnt out with and took a break. You know, with Clash of Clans, it's just been the same content on repeat, so it's been really hard for me to just maintain motivation, you know? Like, I'm not that guy. Like, I need new and fresh to keep me going. That's just the way, that's my personality. It might not be you, but that's just the way I am. I got to have something fresh and new to play, and if I do the same thing, it just gets a little old, you know, but we've been doing really well with those Root Riders, but ideally, I'd rather be using dragons. This is the army that I would rather be using, so this would be my attack on number 3 on the Town Hall 16. I know that everybody out there, well, not everybody, but I know some of you don't really care for this strategy. You find it to be total crap with the invisibilities, but I like it. You know, when I am successful with 3-stars, I tend to stick with one strategy and roll with it, you know? And I know that there's players out there that are big on the fireball. I had a guy join my clan last week offering an army, and I saved the army, but it had fireball. I don't have fireball, and this is what I like using, you know? If I 3-star, who cares, right? I mean, what does it matter what you're using if you're 3-starring at the end of the day? So the Royal Champion charge with the invisibilities, taking out massive amounts of defenses and kind of opening things up, and then realistically just transitioning into Dragon Spam, which, you know, if it works, right? King in this particular one because my Minion Prince is being upgraded. But this strategy, I would much rather have the Minion Prince, especially with that new Meteor ability. Meteor Staff, that thing looks really cool, and it would go very well with this particular attack strategy. So this is the one that I would love to add to this free-to-play account, but we are missing hero abilities, i.e. the ones that make the Royal Champion successful. I don't have either one of them. No Electro Boots and no Rocket Spear. It just sucks, you know? So that leads us into our dilemma. But first, let's go ahead and claim some gems. So because of the change with the update, we do have some gems to claim. 50 there, 100 and 250. Skipping ahead, we got another 50 from Valkyrie, 100 from Witch 18, and now we need to climb to Golem 21 to unlock the next 250 gems. It's great to see a bunch of new gem opportunities in the achievements. It really is, because when you're playing for free, you're not buying them, right? All right, 100 gems, 100 gems, and then I think we got another one down here for 50 gems, which is going to bring us up to 1,679 gems, all for free, because I've also been spending my raid medals purchasing wall rings, selling those each week. I covered that in a video a few weeks back. And then we also have some magic items in here that I can sell because we're pretty much maxed on troops that I plan to use. So let me make sure I click the right button here. I've been notorious for clicking use instead. Sell, 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 and sell. And then we can go ahead and sell this guy as well. Builder Star Jar, I might revisit that, but we're up to 1,749 gems. Now, because the event goes live tomorrow, we can grind that out over the weekend or probably on Monday. I got some stuff going on this weekend anyways. I'm kind of doing some personal stuff. So we could grind it out on Monday or whatever, and then it leads us into, should we purchase Electro Boots for free, or should we get the Minion Prince ability? I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments below. I'm not going to buy anything yet until I read through the comments of this video to see what you guys recommend. I'm not going to switch my army. I want to use the army that I want to use. Just tell me which one should I buy. Because either way, we're going to have to spend gems in the trader section because we have both of those abilities, the Electro Boots and Rocket Spear. My thoughts was just skip out on the Minion Prince ability for now, because I'm going to end up having to spend the gems later on anyways. Claim the Electro Boots for free and purchase Rocket Spear, but regardless, I still have to upgrade those abilities, which is going to take us probably the next 6 months or more, right? We just got to war and do daily star bonuses and climb up through the trophy rankings. It is what it is, right? It's Clash of Clans. So let me know down in the comments below what you think I should do, and let me get you caught up on the progress of this base, because remember, this account we took 2 years off from. I got burnt out with the series, you know, and I needed a break. So when we came back, we had those boosts, the returning player boosts, for a couple of weeks, and those things came in handy, and I covered that in the last episode. But at this point, we're done with all of our offensive upgrades. Like, everything in the first row is complete right here. These are all done. We also completed the second row. We unlocked the Root Rider. We upgraded the Root Rider, I believe, with a Book of Fighting, and then we upgraded the workshop. Spell Factory's done, Blacksmith is upgraded, and also completed the Dark Barracks. Eagle Artillery's maxed now, and we've been working on little baby bombs over there because they're short upgrades. I believe they're only 2-day upgrades, right? Yeah, 2-day upgrades, and I'm trying to get that builder back because as soon as Clan War League's complete and I go back to my clan, we have a new way of possibly upgrading heroes. Think about this for a second. We were talking about this in the group the other day with the guys, and if you do ranked battles, they are every week, right? The tournament, it lasts a week. So we wait 3 days and then complete our attacks on the first day, put our hero or 2 heroes down for upgrade. They should be back by the time the tournament starts the next week. Just saying, because a lot of the hero upgrades are 7 or 8 days, right? So that's just going to be the method that I'm going to try to follow and see how it works out. I mean, logically, it makes sense to me, but we'll have to test it out and see if it works out and plays out the way that I want it to play out. But regardless. So right now, we're working on defensive upgrades. We built our monolith. We're currently in the process of building both of the spell towers, which is 6 days. That's super annoying. And we're upgrading both of the scatter shots. Obviously, we do have some magic items that we could spend, but I'm not really sure if I'm going to spend that hammer or not. I might save it. But we could use the book of building to max out the monolith, but that's 250,000 dark elixir, and spending dark elixir on a defense is just a pain in the butt when you have to also upgrade heroes. Depends on how active you are, I suppose. I mean, sometimes I get kind of lazy, but regardless. Then we'll move into our Inferno Towers, go into Expos, obviously work on our air defenses, and then the next series of defenses over there, we'll start focusing on those. And realistically, once we get that far, we're probably like 3 months down and ready to go. You know, maybe Town Hall 16? I don't know. Because playing for free in 2025 is a lot different than it was a year or two ago. It really is, because now you have that ore situation, which it's really frustrating. You know what I mean? Because we have this new ranked mode feature, and a lot of people I've been talking to have been saying that they're like hyper motivated to play it. But then at the same time, you got to wait on upgrades and stuff, and you really can't go but so fast.